Yo. What up? What's going on? Good people, what's going on? Peace and love. Happy Fortune Friday. Back again here with another episode of SRDaily, episode 643, closing out week 120. I'm not straight. It's not even. But we here, man. We navigating this shit, man. Had an earlier workout in today on the roof. All right, getting back to my workout, man. Definitely gave my body some time to rest. Definitely ate too much. So now we're gonna tone this shit up, get this shit right, get back to discipline. I'm taking a trip next few days, but for that, back to discipline. Discipline. More fruit, less cooked food, more raw. Right, and do this thing right. Do this shit the right way. My face is, things change, man. But the beautiful thing about life is that you keep living. And as long as you keep living, you still got opportunity. I say it every fucking day. As long as you are alive, you got opportunity to accomplish your goals. You got opportunity to make it right. You got opportunity to reverse anything that is happening that you don't like, that you don't want to be happening. You got opportunity to get it right. So, yeah, man, it was the last few months, as many of you know, were brutal. 50-day hunger strike and moving, and there was a lot of emotions and a lot of shifts, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all right, physically. So coming off of all of that, man, I definitely have been in my emotions, and I've been eating more than I would like to be eating, more than I need to be eating. Again, the good thing though is that I'm still alive. And I know exactly what to do. I know how to do it. I was doing it. All right. And so I'm excited. For the rest of this month. I'm excited for the rest of the summer. All right. Get my shit right, man. To get my body where I need it to be. All right. Get my mind where I need it to be. Level up in all the areas, man. Yesterday, right, we said the affirmation. Money comes to me effortlessly and abundantly. I noticed it all around me. Money comes to me effortlessly and abundantly, and I noticed it all around me. Woke up this morning with a few more dollars in an account. All right, and again, it's yesterday. One thing that we pointed out was that when you ask for financial blessings, or when you command financial abundance, it's not only the 100,000, the 20,000, the 10,000, the 5,000 that you got to pay attention to, the $1 million that you got to look for. It's the $5, the $8, it's the $3, it's the small increments, right? The small bags that you got to pay attention to that matters. And so I woke up with a couple of dollars in an account, right? Such and such sent you some money. I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Every dollar counts, man. And it's something that I remember when I had the most money I've ever had. That was my mindset. Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. And so I was very frugal, maybe. I was eating like once a day. And I was literally spending as little as I can on food, right? And this is before I was vegan, right? So things are a little different now, but I was spending as little as I can on food. And I was, every dollar count. So no, I don't got it. I don't got it for that. I don't got it for that. I don't got it for that. I don't got it. All right. And people call me cheap. My friends will call me cheap. Yo, you cheap. Now I spent money on things that mattered to me at the time, right? I was smoking, so I spent money on bud. I was drinking, so I drank, right? And even sometimes I would cut that out for a while, like, I'm focused. I'm not spending money on nothing. And so, as I rewire my brain, as I put myself in position to become the healthiest, the wealthiest person on earth, that mindset is coming back. Every dollar counts. every dollar counts. I remember being in Crown Heights, right? So in black community in Queensbridge and South Side, and pretty much every black community I've been in, predominantly black brown community, you can find the 5 cent recycled bottles everywhere in the neighborhood, and in some stores and in check cashing place you can find pennies. People leave their pennies, people leave the change, right? I cashed a check I think a week ago, and you see pennies, right? People left their pennies, and I remember being in Crown Heights in the predominantly Jewish community, right? And I remember looking for bottles. I was out there meeting with somebody, and I was looking. I was like, "Yo," I realized there's no bottles. No bottles outside. I had my little brother with me. There's no bottles outside. And the guy was like, well, because he said, you know the difference between your community and my community? What's that? He said, you guys look at the dollar, we look at the cents. Every cent matters. We're not leaving 5 cents on the table. And it makes sense. They're not leaving 5 cents on the table. We, too often in our community, we leave 5 cents on the table. We leave so much money on the table because we don't want to be bothered with it, because we think that it doesn't matter. But it all fucking counts. It all adds up, man. Something costs 95 cents or something costs $1, 100 cents, and you got 95 cents. A person doesn't have to let you go. The other 5 cents matters, right? But yeah, man, so I'm excited. I'm feeling good. Looking forward to this weekend again. Feeling real proud of myself that I got up a little earlier today. I mean, I had to. I got some stuff to do, but got an early workout, and not as early as I would like to. Got up there at about 7:15 to the roof. The goal is next week to get up there by 6:30, and then 6 o'clock. Right, and 6 o'clock is gonna be good. Get up there at 6. Could do a good workout, rest, do my notes, and be ready for the day. Right, that's the goal. That's the objective, and I'm looking forward to that, man. But we do got a show. We do got some stuff to do today, so we're gonna get the shit done, get the shit started, done, and run out of here, man. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marston. You're tuning in to SR Daily, episode 643 on this beautiful Fortune and Freedom Friday, June 5th. It's June 5th already, yo. This shit, life just be moving, man. Friday, June 5th, episode 643, closing out week 129. Week 129 is fucking amazing. We're gonna start today's show with a first segment. Today's first segment is a quote of the day. Today's quote is, one mistake can shut down an entire highway, just like one thought can shut down your entire future. This is from the Instagram page, Quintara. Once again, it says, one mistake can shut down an entire highway, just like one thought can shut down your entire future. And it was a video of, it was on a highway, right? It was cars, it was traffic, and it was a truck that was it got stuck. It was making a mistake, right? Made a mistake, tried to turn, and it fucked up the whole highway. It fucked up all of the traffic on the highway, trying to turn, was too big, so it made a mistake. And that mindset is real, right? So let's read with the caption. It says, that thought you woke up with, that thought you wake up with, I'm not ready, they'll leave, I always fail. It doesn't feel like a big deal, just a whisper. But here's what nobody tells you. That one thought repeated enough becomes a roadblock. Not because it's true, but because your brain believes what you feed it. If you feed it fear, it closes the exit to action. Feed it doubt, it blocks the route or the route to what if I try. You stop applying before you see the requirements. You stop speaking before you open your mouth. You stop believing before anyone has a chance to prove you wrong. Not because you're weak, because your brain learned the route and it's been driving the same road for years while your future waits at a closed exit. The good news, you can build a new road, not by fighting the old thought, by repeating a different one. Your brain doesn't care if you believe it. It just repeats what you feed it. One, what if I try today? One, maybe they'll stay tomorrow. Not a new personality, just a new route. That's all you need, man, is a new fucking route. You don't need a new personality. You just need a new pattern. Pattern recognition theory. You just need to feed your brain a new pattern. This is why affirmations are important. This is why projection are important. This is why vision boards are important, or vision casting. This is why this shit is important, like super important, because just like one thought can shut down your future, or one thought maybe has shut down your future, one new thought repeated daily, right? One new thought repeated daily can open it up again, and you can get back on track to an incredible future, to an incredible life. You just gotta be mindful of what you tell yourself. And again, at any point in your life, you can implant a new thought. Right, you can give it a new direction, at any point. You don't gotta stay the same way. You don't gotta you don't gotta be who you've always been. You don't gotta think what you've always thought. You don't gotta think what other people think of you. You don't gotta think about the world how other people think about the world. You don't gotta think about money or success the way other people do. You have freedom of mind. But this is why it's so important to talk about freedom, because what does freedom really mean? All right. And what is freedom? This shit is deep, man. Said Fusin Kofa, what's going on, my brother? Mona Love on the check-in. Be specific. I welcome the 1 million coming into my account this July. Be specific. I welcome the 1 million coming into my account this July. Fire, fire, fire. Time flies. Said Fu said, don't waste opportunities. Facts. Mona Love said we can also ask specifically for what we want. Of course, be as specific as fucking possible. Be as specific as possible, right? With what you want, man. I like, again, I use the brother Steve Harvey. He says you have not because you ask not, right? You ask, like, somebody once said, the problem is not that we dream too big and we fail, is that we dream too small and we hit. Oh, let this raggedy car, you got a car, your car's raggedy, you don't like your car. Instead of asking for a new car, you ask that the car just makes it to the end of the week. And your car makes it to the end of the week for weeks on end, and nothing changes though. You still have the same fucked up raggedy car that you've been complaining about, right? But yeah, man, powerful shit. But let's go to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment, Need to Know News, man. I'm super excited to talk about this shit. So a new funding space for formerly incarcerated founders has opened up. Major shout out to brother Glenn E. Martin. Incredible dude, did a lot of work in the nonprofit space, now has been the last few years in the private sector, and he and some partners have opened up Redemption Ventures. So we're going to read some stuff on their website and talk about how dope and necessary this is, and how it is beneficial not just for founders who are formerly incarcerated, but for our families, right? I'm a formerly incarcerated founder, right? For our families in the many communities we are a part of. Let us pull this thing up. Redemption Ventures, investing in, it says Redemption Ventures, investing in founders others overlook. Fire. We support formerly incarcerated founders because everyone deserves a second chance. Let's read the About Us section. Raising the bar for re-entry entrepreneurship. Our founders know firsthand the struggles that formerly incarcerated people face when they re-enter society. A lack of access to economic resources and a lack of trust leave many people unable to find stable employment after leaving prison. This vicious cycle of unemployment contributes to high rates of recidivism in the United States, where nearly 2/3 of formerly incarcerated individuals go back to prison. At Redemption Ventures, we want to break that cycle. We bring private sector rigor to reentry, focusing on entrepreneurship as a pathway to long-term security. By providing formerly incarcerated entrepreneurs with access to business resources, mentorship, and grants, we help them turn ideas into thriving businesses. This encourages formerly incarcerated individuals to go beyond retraining and instead build new ventures, changing their paths from uncertain to successful. By putting down roots within their local areas, these business owners will generate financial stability for themselves and their families, as well as opportunities within their communities, beneficial to our families and our communities. This is so dope. We want to see formerly incarcerated people succeed by providing them with the start they need and trust they deserve. At Redemption Ventures, we don't just provide charity, we provide real, legitimate business opportunities to those who deserve them. How does it work? Redemption Ventures supports early-stage entrepreneurs with criminal records through startup grants. Founders can receive grants of $5,000 to $30,000 in non-dilutive capital to launch or strengthen their business. No compromise, no equity taking, just support where it is needed. These grants are designed to move businesses from ideation to execution, enabling entrepreneurs to turn their ideas into reality. Fire. Mentorship. Each founder receives 1 year of mentorship from an experienced entrepreneur or business leader. Mentors will be available to guide their mentees through every step of the Redemption Ventures process. Many of the mentors we match with founders of successful formerly incarcerated entrepreneurs who come from the same justice-impacted backgrounds and have turned their lives around through entrepreneurship. Membership is not passive. It's hands-on and outcome-focused, helping founders handle the real challenges of launching a business and overcoming the extra challenges and barriers that they face in society. Founders Network. Participants join a growing community of entrepreneurs from across different industries. This network introduces them to connections that can provide peer support, industry knowledge, and exposure to new opportunities. For many formerly incarcerated entrepreneurs struggling to enter the business world, this access is just as valuable as capital. Redemption Ventures connects individuals, showing them that they are not building alone. Super dope, super dope, super dope, super dope, super dope, super dope. Providing resources to a generation of new business owners who have been formerly overlooked. Employment is a huge factor in lowering reentry rates, but we don't see reemployment as the limit for formerly incarcerated people. We want to take it a step further and encourage returning citizens to generate capital within their communities, bringing prosperity and stability to a new generation of system-affected individuals. By combining network access, mentorship, and capital, Redemption Ventures helps founders move from reentry to stability and success. Super dope. I'm super excited. Look it up, guys. Redemption Ventures, REDEMPTIONVENTURES.org. redemptionventures.org. Super dope, man. Glenn Martin is an incredible dude. Fu said, I welcome $100,000 into my account to support the Cuban people. Ashe. Claim that shit. Call all that shit into your account. That is absolutely correct. Claim that shit, my brother. Let's move right along, though, man. To our third segment, because that's super dope, right? Like, again, it's beneficial not just to us as formerly incarcerated founders, but to our families, right? Into our communities, man. Because when we come home from prison and we transform our lives and we commit to rebuilding our communities, to repairing any harm that we caused, like one of the biggest challenges is fucking income, is sustainability, is finances, especially when you didn't get certain things young, right? Certain knowledge, certain becomes tough. So yeah, shout out to this Redemption Ventures. Sure is going to be super successful. I look forward to figuring out how people can apply and see what can happen, because I definitely need some of that bread. All right, but let's go to our third segment. Today's third segment is a tip of the day. Today's tip is a reminder that you can be an intellectual and you can make what's simple sound complex, or you can be an artist and make what's complex sound simple. So an intellectual takes something that is simple and makes it sound complex, right? They want to show off how much they know, right? They want to show off the language, the words, all of the shit that they know, the ability to communicate, all of that shit. But an artist takes what's complex and makes that shit simple. They want to show you that the shit is simple. It's right here, and you can grasp it, you can understand it, you can get it, right? So remember that you were born an artist. And simplicity is actually beauty. Simplicity is 100% beauty. So don't be misled. Don't get it misconstrued. Right? Simplicity is beauty, and you're an artist, man, and you could take what's complex and make that shit sound simple. That's power. That's wisdom. That's smarts. That's real intelligence, right? That's real intelligence, not showing off how many fucking words you know, what big words you know, or whatever that case may be. But yeah, man, let's move to our fourth and final segment of the day. Today's fourth segment is our build of the day. Today's build is on regret, and big one. Right, regret is part of life, man. There's some things that you do that you wish you didn't do. Some things that you did that didn't quite work out the way you hoped it would, the way you wanted it to, the way it may have been promised that it would. But regret doesn't necessarily have to be part of life. So we're going to read these 5 regrets that people have at the end of their life, and we're going to build on it. All right, 5 regrets people have at the end of their life, and then we're going to talk about it. Right. So this is also from Facebook. This is from Become a Yogi. It says, most people wait for permission to start living. Yoga teaches you to arrive now. 5 regrets people have at the end of life. The top 5 regrets of the dying by Bronnie Ware. That's the person who wrote this. So 1, I wish I had lived true to myself. So many people spend their lives performing, pleasing, and becoming who they thought they should be. I've said that all the time. I mean, many of us have said that, right? Like, you live being who your parents wanted you to be, being who your spouse wanted you to be, being who society said you should be, right? Like, you don't, like, I wish I had lived true to myself. Most people die never living, never being true to who they are, who they were. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. Achievement means very little if it costs your health, relationships, and peace. Many of you may have read, have heard about, know about Steve Jobs' last letter, dying letter. Letter he wrote on his deathbed when he spoke about how, all the money in the world, at the time, I think he was the richest person in the world, and how all the money in the world couldn't take away his illness. And he wished he had spent more time with family. He wished he had spent more time doing things that he loved other than just working hard to build a business, right? 3, I wish I had expressed my feelings honestly. The body stores what the mind avoids: unspoken grief, unexpressed love, suppressed truth. Facts. Most people do not express their feelings honestly. They don't express the love they have for folks. They don't express their grief honestly when they're hurting. They don't talk about it. Their truth, they don't share honestly, openly. Right? They think people are going to judge them, ridicule them, criticize them. 4, I wish I had stayed connected with my friends. Modern life slowly pulls us into isolation, but healing happens in relationship. Yoga was never just about poses. It was about connection. And that's a big fact. And that's something we definitely got to talk more about, is that yoga is not just about poses. And that's something that I had to remember. Right? Although I don't have the poses and all of that shit, I am every bit of a fucking yogi. My lifestyle, my mindset, my heart space, my spirit is absolutely yoga centric, so to speak. But yeah, how many people grow away from their friends? How many people grow isolated, right? Which then the question is asked: are they really growing if they're isolated? And if like it's work, it's home, it's work, it's home, it's school, it's children. But it's like cool, but what about the rest of your life? You have a whole nother aspect to your life that you shut down for whatever the reason. Number 5, I wish I had let myself be happier. Most people postpone joy. I'll relax when, I'll be happy after. Yoga brings us back to this moment because life is happening now. Life is happening right now. Live life. So one thing that I'm realizing, right, as I'm working on really putting myself out there this summer, which has been so tough to do, but I'm going to do it, right, my services. And because what I will say is I've never wanted to be like the standard because I'm not the standard. So I never wanted to try to make myself fit in. And so although I got a coach title, right, like I am a certified brain coach, therapeutic art coach, I never really wanted to like, oh, I'm a coach, like it's another coach. Like, no, who am I? Because I'm not just a coach. I'm more than that, right? And so what I realized is this, right? I help people like who I am, or what do I do? I help people close the gap between who they are and who they ultimately want to be. I help them close that gap. I help them realize it, who they want to be, where they at, and how can you get there faster? What are some things you need to do? That's what I do, right? In so many words. But yeah, man, that's our show for today. I gotta go shower and head out. Got appointment 11 a.m. But yo, man, listen, I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Like truly, every day is a journey. Every day is a new opportunity. Every day is another motherfucking day to live and to figure this shit out, right? To figure this shit out, man. Work towards your dreams, work towards your goals, to be a person of substance, to show love, to receive love, to be love. All right. And so, man, I love you guys. Thanks for loving me. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for showing up. Remember that life is beautiful. Life is sweet. Life is good. Even with the challenges, even with the obstacles, even with the fuck ups, even with the uncertainty, this shit is still magical and beautiful and super dope. So yeah, man, listen, man. Yo, thanks for tuning in. I'm your boy, your host, Sean Sugar Ray Marston. This is episode 643 of SR Daily. Closing out week 129. Please do join us Monday, same time, same place, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and TikTok Live. Next week is 130th week. Next week we are 130 weeks is fucking insane. Like I'm really proud of myself for doing this shit. As long as I've been doing this shit, as much as sometimes I don't feel like doing this shit, I'm still doing this shit. Yeah, here we are. Life is good. And yeah, man, remember, it ain't getting knocked down that's the problem. It's staying there. So get the fuck up, because the power is inside of you. As always, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other. Peace and love. Have a beautiful Friday. Have a beautiful weekend. Yeah, man. Peace.